So this is my latest metal build Gundam figure, and this is Device Axia. So I got this just a couple days ago, and it's my third of the Gundam metal build figures, and probably my least favorite of the three, but that doesn't mean it's not an incredible figure. These metal build figures are really something incredible. So this is from a series from 2007 called Gundam 00. And so here is season one, and you can see it's still in the wrapper. I haven't taken it out yet. There's two seasons. I haven't bought the second season yet. It's funny because I didn't even intend to get the two of these together. After I received this, I went out and did a little research on where Axia shows up, and so I saw that it was from Gundam 00, and I was like, wait a second, I think I own that one. I just haven't watched it yet. The thing about the metal build figures is that it's really hard to tell just looking here. Now you can see the detailing in here. The detailing is fantastic. Let me show. So here's a picture of Axia, and you can kind of compare that to the figure. And it's a pretty amazing reproduction. There's some interesting things on here. This is a little translucent area in here. This figure, the knees actually bend up here and down here, so it has some very good bend. There is a lot of weight in this figure, and you can see there's metal all through here. All in the interior, this thing is filled with metal. So this is one that really lives up to the name. It's probably the smallest. Well, maybe not. I'm not sure if I'm going to show another one of my metal build that I just got. Well, I got a few months back. I'd already shown it previously, but I'm going to show it again, just as a comparison. I added you see this big blade here, and he's got kind of a shield here. So I added those on, another shield. It was a little bit of effort to put in here, and the biggest issue was actually removing the hand, and that is something it seems to be very common amongst high-end figures, is that putting things on is not always the easiest. It's strange when you spend that much on a figure, but it can be a bit nerve-wracking because of the concern about damage. There's a little stem there that you push the hand into, the wrist, and I just fear breaking it. But so far, nothing's broken, and I've never actually had that happen where I busted something on one of these high-end figures. So far, so good. They seem to be solidly built. There's a lot of things on here that move. It's really interesting, and it's always hard for me to show with one hand. But these pieces down here, for whatever reason, come off. I'm not sure why they chose to do that, but I always think that that's kind of interesting when they have removable parts. So for whatever reason, this area here swings up. This has got some movement here. These will swing up for a little bit more movement. These will swing up. This, I believe, is removable, but I didn't apply enough force to actually remove it. These are kind of rubbery. It's a little strange, but I guess that goes along with there. So it is accurate to the anime. This one, it definitely stands solid, but not the best. And I think the part of the problem is the ankle's a little bit raised, and I couldn't get it so it kind of just sits on the front portion. And I'm not sure why they made that decision. I don't think that was a good decision. I like my figures to stand a bit more solidly. This piece attached on, and you could see kind of these three areas here kind of snap in. Now there was, you know what, I don't have the box with all the other accessories, but there are a lot of other accessories, and there's a big kind of a wing thing that is an alternate attachment on here that I'm not showing. But I can tell you that, the colors, when I look through the camera, the colors don't look quite right. It's more of a purplish in person. When I'm looking on here, it looks kind of blue. But I think that it's kind of changing the color a little bit. It actually looks blue on here too. But I think maybe here it looks more, I don't know, angle of the light, the way the light hits it. But I can tell you this, the joints on here feel super smooth. And this is a well over, I think this is around $260. And you probably can't, I mean, other than the detailing in here, I don't know that you can really see the value, the $260. It's $240, $260, something like that. But when you pick it up, when I pick it up and I feel it, I feel the money. I feel what I paid for. So I'm going to show a different. This is another one that I bought recently, and you can see it's quite a bit larger. So this one was more expensive, but not tremendously more expensive. But definitely the two of them together, this Gundam is much more expensive, and I'd say more impressive. When I showed it before, I hadn't really attached anything. So I attached the shield, I attached the kind of the wings or something with the jets. There were some pieces I absolutely could not attach. There is something that goes in here and then hangs off. They look like big jets. I couldn't get them in. And there is also all sorts of things that radiate down. Let me see. And it's not that I couldn't attach them, I just didn't feel like attaching them because it was just so much on this figure. I know the Japanese, they really like all the flourishes and all that stuff. There's, like I said, there's more stuff that goes in here. To me, it's a bit much, and I'll show another one in here. So this is the one. Okay, so this is 254. This is the Axia. This is the High V 360. And I get where the extra 100 is because it's much larger and I think more impressive. And you could see in here all the different wings that come off of it, and I just didn't go to that length to add all that. Then you have a figure like this, and to me, it's too much. It's just so much that and he's not even the worst. You go in here and let's see. A figure like this. Oh my God. That is so much stuff coming off there. You got to be a more patient person than me. But these prices, $484. I can guarantee you that if you took the yen to U.S. conversion, that's a huge markup. That's a gigantic markup. But anyway, that's why I only have 3. Even though I love these figures, the markup is enormous. So eventually I'll have to get around to watching the Gundam 00 series and check it out, because it's kind of cool to be able to compare or to be able to watch the anime and then you have the figure in hand, and clearly based on the cover, this is going to be the main Gundam in that series. So you can see the die-cast. This is an impressive figure. It's really something. A little bit slender, but that's the way it is in the anime, so that's what they're reproducing. So this is the Gundam Axia, which was just released.